Hello, hello. But it's me. But it's not just me. It's Sonicu. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna have to move this light. No, get off. Oh, my precious backlight. No. Ah. There we go, it's off. So, I can see the stream chat. There we go. Can the stream see me? Is the stream actually going? It says end. Why is that so bright? I turned that off. Why is that? What? Oh. Oh, I was looking at the wrong light. What the fuck? This is... 13 views. It's working! It's fucking working! Ah, oh, sweet! Ah, oh, baby! Ah. There we go, we got it. We got it going, boys. No, almost fell over. Oh, hello friends, how's it going? I hope you can hear and see this because I'm gonna not pay too much attention to you. Don't eat the... Fuck you, Pat. I'm also filming this for my YouTube channel. So... yeah. Oh, it smells a bit... When it was in the microwave, as it was going through, it did smell... It did smell a little bit like curry. Just a little bit. And it has stopped smelling of curry since, and it's hot to the touch. I'm playing to two cameras here. I've got the stream going live, and then I've got an actual camera filming it for YouTube later. Anyway... So, I cooked a bunch of rice. I cooked far too much rice. Just fucking so much. It's smoking here. It's really cold in here. This is the warmest thing, and I'm trying to just graduate near it. So, I just put this on the rice to bring it in, and there's the rice all stuck to it. It's disgusting. But, and the instructions say to peel this off while wearing gloves, which are Sonic-type gloves. I'm not going to do that. And how does this work? You just... Does it peel open? Oh, the actual like product name is Sonic. It's written on the inside of the inlay of the packaging, just like where you'd normally get like a packaging logo or number or something. It's just like Sonic. It's amazing. 133 people watching this. That's great. Oh my god. So I have to eat this now. It's... I can see the liquid moving around inside the bag, and it's very wet looking. How does this open? Does this just peel? It just peels, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, you just open it. I don't have to stab the bag open. I just peel this bit. Here we go. By the way, the instructions for those of you just tuning in were... Put it in the microwave for 2 minutes. But the wattage was for a Japanese microwave, and their microwaves are very weak. My microwave was literally like almost twice as powerful. So, shorter-ish time. This is going to fucking burn my hands if I do this wrong. I'm going to do it wrong. Oh, God. Ah! Oh, it is very blue. It is very blue. It's incredibly blue. It's so blue. That is not the blue of a curry. What did they put in this? Oh god. I'm sorry the angle isn't too great for the stream. But too bad, you know, this is a video for my patrons and not really for you fuckers. So, you know, be a patron, and when the video comes out, I'll make this better. See, you're my real, you're the real people here. Anyway, It smells like the most generic curry possible. Like you went to someone, asked for chicken tikka masala, and they said, I've got some of that in the microwave. It's... I'm going to try and mix it in a little bit. I made far too much rice. I'm not going to mix it too much. And there does appear to be some kind of vegetable and or meat floating in it all the way across the ocean and directly into my mouth. Oh, good. Is that supposed to be a meat? Does this packaging at all anywhere say... I mean, it does, but it says it in Japanese. And that tastes a lot like meat that it's been ready to make in a microwave. How's the mouth feel? It's very... I mean, I've had microwave curries in Japan that are better than this because they didn't have to be packaged and last forever. Like, in Japan you can go to a convenience store and get a cooked thing of rice that you microwave for a minute and then it's properly heated up and the rice is there and it's fresh and it's great. This is like that. But you have to supply your own rice. It's bad. It's generic as hell. I hope it looks and sounds good. But is the Ouija okay in the back? Yeah, he's doing good. He's doing good. He's my friend. It surprisingly spreads very well. Like, it's not decreasing. I thought it would be very weak, like it would get soft and blue immediately. But I made too much rice and it's still like... The blue just spreads. It's like a curry that has been covered in very, very blue dye. It is literally like a dye. Like, I've heard that it turns your poop blue. So my theory is they just got like an off-the-shelf curry microwave thing and went, okay, just cover it in dye. And that will probably be fine. No one will eat enough of this that it qualifies as a poison risk. Although, that said, I've got 4 more of these, so I need to designate a successor who gets to eat the last 2 and the first 3 kill me. But I'm thinking who I should give them as a gift. Probably Sean, maybe. I don't know. Oh, God. Oh, God. Sorry. I had like 8 mouth ulcers a couple of weeks ago, and like one of them is like still there, and I got a whiff of curry smoke. It went directly onto the ulcer and went, ah! Sorry. It's like the most generic curry taste possible. Honestly, the guys at Sega are about as good at curry as they are at making Sonic the Hedgehog games. I hate you, Sonic. It's like it's his blood and gristle. So in the picture, I just want you to see this picture, okay? There's like a face of Sonic. And Sonic's face, it's arranged, it's artful. The way they've done it is, they basically just fucking lie to you and be like, no, it looks like Sonic's face. It's the blue of Sonic's face if you arrange it carefully. And I have 2 problems with that. One is, it will never look like that. No one's that artful. You can't be artful with a poor plastic bag that's hot microwave. Secondly, even if you were to get it 100% accurate to that design, you're then eating Sonic's face. There's multiple problems that I have with the aesthetic of this disgusting... Look at that. It's almost as disgusting as my face and hairline. Oh, God. It's better than the plain rice, though, which I made loads of plain basmati rice by accident. I didn't want to accidentally make too little. Oh. Oh. Yes, I do know that food marketing material people will use like tampons and stuff to like elevate the look of their food. I get it, but I'm specifically angry because they promised me Sonic's face on a plate, and it's just a blue powder with like, I'm gonna say meat-themed objects in it. The good one was when it's in the microwave, it went, or it like puffed up. It looked like it was going to blow up. So, which is what the box says it did. So, oh my god! Thank you for the subscribers, by the way. I'm streaming on my phone, so none of my like add-on stuff is happening. What did you genuinely expect? Leave me alone, Bat. I expected Sonic Forces to be a game. Was that wrong too? You twerp. Yeah. Box full of bats. The guy who fucking thinks he was like, it's bothered me for like a week. Like, oh, we should play We Were Here. Oh, I've heard it's really good. And then just kills me over and over with his own negligence. Just a horrific man. Get him out. Oh God, wow. It's so blue. It just keeps going. Like, that's the actual scariest thing about it, right? Is I made far too much rice. This is an inhuman, unholy amount of rice, right? I just want that to be clear. So, is that? But every single time I've like wiped it around with a normal curry, you know, you've got like the sauce and there's a little bit of brown on it, and you do that, and then everything's a little bit brown, but not as much because it's been spread everywhere. This, no matter how much you spread it, no matter how much you try and like mix it in, all of it just gets more blue. It's upsetting, and that's gonna happen to my insides. Like, this is scary. Like, I should set all of my pets free before I go to bed tonight, because if I don't wake up, they're dead too. I don't actually have any pets, you know. I made sure there was no other living thing in the house when I ate this. Although, to be fair, I do film in a garage in the middle of the woods, so it's fine, you know. If this turns out to be nuclear, no one will be in trouble but me. Now, wouldn't that be awful if I legit died of radiation poisoning from Sonic Curry? What a, like, ridiculous way to die that would be. So I filmed a bunch of the Flat Earth video today. I'm like halfway through the script that I shot. Oh, I've got a page I wrote in pen when I like realised I had not finished one of the pages I printed off. So Sonic the Hedgehog. The Fart and Fury just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Oh my god, thank you. I appreciate your work. The Fury, I mean, the farting not so much. Is your mouth blue? Hold on. Oh, fuck. It's very blue. It just gets blue on everything. It's awful. Don't do it again. Your shit's gonna be blue. Okay. I will check, and I might take a picture, but I'm not gonna do anything with that. I don't tweet pictures of my shit. I'm a man of quality and accord and decorum. Decorum is literally what the H in Hbomberguy stands for. This is 9 million times better than the KFC Double Down. This is an excellent foodstuff compared to so many of the things I've eaten for the sake of it. I opened this Pocari Sweat at like the beginning of shooting the video today, I've still not finished drinking it because I always wanted to be drinking it as part of a take I knew was good. So now it's like flat. But it's not very carbonated in the first place, though. So, Curry Sweat owns, by the way. That's good. It's so good. That's probably what Columbus wanted when he tried to get to Japan and missed. I wish I had like a decade of professional food critic experience, so I could be like, no, the texture of the, no. But I don't know anything about food. I mean, look how coated in fucking rice this is. Like, because I thought I'll put cardboard on my rice. Whatever. I can theoretically cook. I have cooked things. I just don't really, I've chosen not to derive much pleasure from eating so I can go back to work quicker, so I microwave my kidney beans in chili tomato sauce. I eat them, I poo, and it's, a solid piece, no wiping required because it's so efficient, and then I get back to work. Don't even have to wash my hands, don't have to put my pants back on, just calories in, calories out. Which came first, your knowledge of the Sonic poster, or your knowledge of the Sonic poster with those Sonic cosplay in it? I found out at the exact same time where I hit mentions, and all the tweets were pictures of the poster added to me, or pictures of me on the poster being added to me. Like, it happened all at once. It was just BAM! The 3D model of Sonic is in shadow because they don't want to show him well lit because that would give away the quality of the effects, and they don't want people to go, oh. But the shadowy, muscle-bound freak monster that is this Sonic was the worst possible thing they could tweet. It looks even worse in shadow. This glowing fucking Hulk. Please subscribe. Something I do want to acknowledge is something I've acknowledged already in the video, but for you plebs who are watching on the stream, does he do squats? Sonic definitely does squats. The PayPal that I use to pay for business purchases, which I can write off or which I need to show on tax forms, my company name is Tiny Man. Is my lips blue? I hope not. Yeah. Is Tiny Man. So Bat, when he cut together my the stream archives for Neo Automata, when I paid him, his receipt says Tiny Man gave me this money. So the name it's addressed to, because I bought this via PayPal, the name it's addressed to is Tiny Man. That's my name. I just think that's really cute. So, is this curry a write-off? Yes and no. I'm not sure. I used PayPal because it was easier than the other method you could have paid for it. And if it comes out of the PayPal account, then that's really hard to track properly. But if you set it so that it comes out of the business account through PayPal, because you just have to go through PayPal, then I can easily go, that's where the money came from. But otherwise, it's such a rigmarole, So, there you go. I paid my taxes last week, and I'm now actually broke. So, I might be down to eating these for sustenance at this point. It's gonna be good. It's a good time. I'm sorry. This isn't like the Sonic makeup where there was the Sonic face mask where there's an experience putting it on and having a mask solidify on your face for the first time. And I'd prepared some funny things in advance in case it was boring. This is just average, but scarily blue, and it's still very disconcerting shade of blue. Curry on a lot of rice, and it's just like, I don't know. So I don't have anything. I'm just going to eat this really grotesquely for a while. So I don't think I've liked... I think I've liked the 2 Sonic Adventure games, and the rest, frankly, I could take or leave. Maybe Sonic 2, but 1, don't like it that much. It's alright. 3, it's too complex. It's too much. I don't like it. CD, I quite like. But I could never get the time travel to work because I could never go fast enough for long enough. But Sonic Adventure 2 kicks ass. The most disappointing games for me are the ones where my expectations were high. So Sonic Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog are the ones that are most disappointing. Because I actually was like, well, these are like the ones after Adventures. They could be good. No. It was downhill again right afterwards. And of course Sonic 06, which everyone just... I mean, crikey, what a pisser, in the words of Yuji Naka when he finally played the game. He says, I had really high hopes for Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah. You know what I really liked? I liked Prince of Persia. I'm really annoyed still at Warrior Within for like not being as good as the other 2. Just like, oh, come on. What were you doing? But there's so many like clever design decisions in there in terms of like, they knew they were trying to get something right. They knew... there's a lot of little clever things that, like, having read some stuff that developers have written afterwards, like, ways they got around, ways they got to, like, insert the time travel gimmick into the story in interesting ways, like when you try and skip a cutscene, it fast-forwards the cutscene, and it fast-forwards it at the rate required for it to actually continue to load the next scene, because cutscenes often mask load times. It's like, it's a cool game to learn about, but it's not very good. Compared to the other 2, it's fine, but the first and last game in the Prince of Persia series are something really special. And then they spawned Assassin's Creed, which is bollocks, so, you know, there we go. Logical endpoint, I guess. Talk about Garfield. No. Do you share Sean's hot take opinion that RDR2 is bad? I'm not going to play it. I've very little interest. It's just like, I'm fully aware of like what games I'm going to take an interest in, what games I will actually enjoy playing based on what gameplay I see or what I learn about it. And honestly, for my entire like life, Rockstar games are just boring as hell to me. I just can't. I just can't abide them. That's just me. I just know they're not for me. Like, maybe GTA 3, maybe Vice City. I was like, I like driving around and doing crimes and getting an increasingly high response from people trying to stop my crime. Like, that was it. The rest of the game I just found not interesting, and that has remained the case for decades. So I just know what kind of games aren't for me. So whether it's good or not, I couldn't say, but for me, I know it's not already, so I'm not going to waste my time and money on it. I could buy more Sonic Curry. You didn't notice my bits. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm streaming this directly from my phone, so I can see half of like what the camera is, but the rest of it is obscured by some of the chat, and it's really small. How's the alpha GPC and phosphatidylserine? It's none. It's too powerful. I'm turning into a Hulk. I'm turning into a Hulk monster. So, watch out. So, speaking of which, I thought it was pronounced phosphatidylserine because I looked up how to pronounce it and I found a robot voice saying that's how you pronounce it. When my first guess would have been phosphatidylserine instead of phosphatidyl. And it turns out the latter was correct. My guess was right. And me thinking, there's no way I got that word right, and looking it up is what made me wrong. Luckily, all those sort of idiots who I make fun of and not intelligent enough to notice when you pronounce something wrong. You know, these are people who get millimeter and milliliter mixed up. So I'm pretty safe. All the like mistakes I've made in videos and mistakes people who agree with me have to point out, like when a scientist who's studied these chemicals is like, you pronounced that wrong. I'm like, oh shit, well, luckily everyone who disagrees with us is not clever. I've had people who have studied in-depth nuclear physics stuff come at me about some of the comments I've made about nukes and about nuclear power in the Bill Nye stuff and be like, that's completely wrong. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good point. No one who's ever like going to respond that's like, actually no, there's two genders. No one's ever looked at that and actually pointed out any scientific mistakes. They're just, you know, there's ideologues. I'm very proud of the people who hate me and think I'm the most wrong and are actually true about me being bad. There are always people who are on my side anyway. I kind of pride myself on being the worst at being a leftist. Oh god. Oh. It's getting cold because everything is cold in this garage. So I'm going to finish this now while it's warm. And then maybe keep these as gifts. In like 5 years, they'll be rotten. I can eat one then as well for a joke. Oh. Prince. There was another Prince of Persia game, wasn't there? There was a fourth one. That's right. I give so little shits about this. I'm going to talk about Prince of Persia. Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? And then wasn't there like a Wii version as well that was even more different? The Forgotten Sands? The Forgotten Sands Undertale. FNAF. Send one to Ashens. Holy shit. I just did like a triple take. Is your name Irate Gamer Screen Caps? That's incredible. Yeah, that's great. Oh my god. I get it. It's a good reference. I know that channel. I remember Irate Gamer Screen Caps as well. God. Oh. Yeah, it's good. I'll give one to Sean. I might give one to Philosophy Tube. Maybe send one to ContraPoints or something. Someone who might actually try and eat it. When my partner's down for Christmas, I might make them some of this. I'll say I'm going to cook you a gourmet meal. It's going to be a fun surprise. Check it out. And I'll make them something really nice. But I will, as a side dish, there'll be a little thing of rice. And it will be so blue. It'll be wet through with the stuff. Because this has like... let's be clear. I made 3 people's worth of rice. I made more rice than... I made too much rice. My roommate was like, can I have some of that rice? I said, no. They were like, you made enough for all. No. So, and I've eaten all of it. And all the rice that's left is still all blue. It's never run out. That's value for money. But if I'd cooked a human normal amount of rice, how wet and sodden with the dye would it have been? And I want to make that for someone I love, you know. And maybe there's like a carrot on top. And the carrot's been painted to look like Sonic's shoe or something. It's like, I can't wait to be single again. Oh. There's like green bits in it. That's weird. I hope the camera angle I've got of this is like acceptable, because like honestly it's just blue rice. It's not like you need an in-depth close-up, you know. Unboxing therapy. I've got 5 cameras aimed at this thing from all possible angles, and I'm gonna, you know, make a bunch of okay jokes for 12 minutes and then give a half-assed review of the thing I opened, and, you know, 12 million views. Do you remember Linus Tech Tips just did like unboxing? Like, you know, years ago he unboxed like a Philco Majest Touch keyboard. And like, oh, that's such a cool keyboard. I want to see someone opening it. And it was just a guy, and someone was filming him, and he just did it. And now he's like this whole business empire. It's like a warehouse full of like 1080 Ti's, and he's just building these obscene monstrosities. Like, we wired 90 8K monitors together, and here's what Fortnite looks like. It's like, wow, he went up. His career accelerated at an astonishing pace, and now he's like some kind of god. My hope is that I've purposefully built my career so that it actually decelerates. It actually goes downwards. I make less videos, I make them slower, and I make them in an increasingly weird looking crap dimension where like I've bought wallpaper that my grandma would have used and put it up really poorly. And at some point I'm gonna like, you know, destroy it as well, like maybe start a little fire, get some teabag stains on it, like just have it just cause more damage. I'm really proud of you can't see it this, but the exact shot I've got for the video of this, there is a skeleton in the corner, and it's just its head is just slightly peeking out, and that's like I spent like 40 minutes setting that shot up when I was making the Flat Earth video this afternoon, and that was it. Doing video with the cameras upside down, they say. Oh, maybe I could just flip it. So he's habitually talking to the camera. I've got 2 cameras to talk to. No matter which version of this anyone ends up watching, I'm going to look like this maniac. Also, both of you are getting screwed because there's a third thing that I'm also looking at, which is my monitor of the stream, my monitor of the recording, which is there, which is directly in between the two of them, but it's not between in a way where looking at that means it looks like I'm looking at either of you. It's terrible. I'm bad at my job. Oh. Oh. You know what's awful? I had like a business call with someone who tangentially works for Crunchyroll. Like, they're like a sister company. Basically, I can now... I was in a position where they were definitely capable, if they wanted to, of giving me like an offer code for Crunchyroll, and then I could like shill for it with a code, and like, you know, have that in videos, and I was like, hey, can I do that? That'd be funny. I've got an idea for a funny way of segueing into advertising Crunchyroll. And he said, yeah, I'll ask the people who do Crunchyroll stuff to get one. Never heard back about that specific thing. And I just have to wonder if, like, they ran it up the flagpole and someone was like, is that the guy... is that the guy who burst out of a picture naked? Is that the guy who fucking yelled about Dark Souls? Is that the fucking guy who ate all that soy? And I'm just like, oh no, this is it. I purpose built my career to be made of burned bridges, and it turns out that wasn't a solid business strategy. And now I'm in a cold garage on a deliberately poorly built set in the middle of nowhere, and it's freezing, eating blue rice and wondering if perhaps the branding I have chosen is not ideal. You know, you get the grave you dig, it turns out. Best part of all, because I still haven't thrown it out, the Lost poster is still just there staring at me. Yeah. It's just like, it's literally just right there. But how do I show it? Where's the there it is. Wow. Oh, look, it's an antique telephone. Also, that's the thing I've been staring at this whole time. Hello. It's that. Hopefully I can download the stream later and use that footage. You know, I look okay on the stream chat. It's like, but it's showing me like the full extent of my camera, which is not the quality it's going to be when it's actually sent to Twitch. It's going to look like dog shit. So to that angle, it's going to look shit. So I can't use that in the footage. It's great, isn't it? Oh, it's cold now. So I was thinking of streaming a game tonight, but I thought, well, if I start early, maybe I can finish a bit early. And this has been a different kind of thing. It's been a fun kind of gimmick. So maybe I can pretend that I don't need to stream tonight. I kind of still want to finish the archives and get some other stuff sorted. Edit all the Flat Earth stuff I shot today because, like, I want to finish this video in time to not, like, die. So, like, I apologise to anyone watching the stream. I'll probably, because I've been waking up at, like, 3 in the morning, I'll probably be up super early playing Smash if you want to catch me streaming, but gotta eat fast. Can you turn up the volume? I don't know how, I'm sorry. I'll just yell at you. Oh, I'll move it closer. Look, it's my disgusting meat mouth. Look, the flesh. It's so blue. It's so blue. It's literally just, this is a wet dye that tastes of curry. And it's going inside your body when you eat it. It's not going to come out. When they, like, give me an autopsy, when I get fucking shot and stabbed by a Nazi who hates Dark Souls 2, they'll be like, alright, the knife did most of the damage, but something made it be so blue. I mean, most of this, I could be murdered and it would still count as a self-inflicted death at this point. Oh. It's like, it becomes a legal murder. Oh, God. Everyone looks so much healthier than usual. I don't know if it's the blue dye or recovering from a sickness or what. I assume it's because the face filter of this stream camera, like when you do the one that's on the screen's side, it has some kind of magic face look good filter, because that's... Also, wait, I just realised that was a stealth insult. You look way healthier than normal. What the fuck? What are you trying to say? You can't just... Don't say that. Oh, Hbomb, you've lost a ton of weight. Like, what are you saying? Fuck. I realised far too late that I should be offended. Although, to be fair, let me give you some points. I have actually started using the face cream that I bought in, like, January more often. I have started combing my hair. I literally found my comb that I got in, like, I stole from, like, my German exchange friend in, like, 2007. I was like, oh, I can finally comb my hair, and I've been using that a bit. I have been eating slightly better. Being sick made everything that wasn't a very specific texture so completely excruciating, including water, and that prevented me from eating anything bad for 2-3 weeks. So that definitely helped. I'm trying to be generally more healthy, so I can get away with the occasional there. So, like, this yesterday, I had, like, McDonald's, not McDonald's. I had IKEA. I had, like, 15 IKEA meatballs, and then I had a hot dog on the way out, and then I went back in and, like, did the loop again, actually looking at the furniture. And I came into the restaurant, kind of waddled around a little bit after eating the meatballs, and was like, let's keep this going. And then I had a fucking hot dog. And then I came out of the exit because the hot dogs are right next to the exit, and then went back in the entrance and actually did the IKEA thing. And I did all of that to get replacement screws for this desk because my partner's coming down for Christmas, and they need a desk as well so that we can both, like, work, because my desk is this, but without this it's smaller, so we can't both work on it. And also because we threw out the big wood desk that used to be in here to make more room. And I don't have the screws for this because I took it apart to keep in here. And I went in to buy the replacement screws. And after doing all that stuff, they didn't have it. They didn't have the screws. They have to send them to you, and they'll maybe arrive between 24 hours and 3 to 6 weeks. So it's 24 to 2 weeks to 6. And then when I got home, I was going through my wardrobe because I've decided I might get a wardrobe that's good and throw out the gigantic ancient one that I think is a hand-me-down from my great-grandfather or something that is like just this giant wooden thing no one wants. And, you know, the first thing I did while looking through it for things to throw out was find the bag of all the screws for the desk. So I have the desk ready now. Violet, you're turning violet. By the way, one reason I probably look really, really nice, if I do look nice, is because it's very, very cold in here. It is very cold in here. So all of my blood is going, ah! So there's that. Also, the white balance, auto white balance probably makes me look good. I do not know how to white balance my cameras. I forget to until we're rolling and then I just leave it. So I always look a bit pallid. I can tell the auto white balance on the C100 over there is wrong. It automatically set it to something that's just a bit weird, so I'm slightly green on that one. Bat says get a space heater. The space heater, this is a garage in the middle of nowhere. It will not heat up no matter what. You can't fill the space. I have a small space heater and it broke because it is so cold in here that leaving it in here during the winter, gone. It's dead. I tried using it today. Broken. Slightly vampire looking. Yeah, that's right. Also probably look good because I do have 2 lights aimed at me from the correct, key fill. I also have a backlight, which on that looked nice, but I had to turn that off for this. So, but you have a free couch? Aw, thank you. I also threw out my couch. The couch which I got because I'm like, that'd be cool, and I can play games on the set, and then it'd be fun. I could do game stuff. But like, it's too cold to do that. I don't have guests over to like be in videos often enough to like have a whole couch take up all this space with a couch. So we threw that away. But you saw it in. I think I lay on it once in the Halcyon video, and that's it. That's all of the use I've got out of that fucking couch. Just sat here for a year. God. I think I can write that off as a business purchase, though. I think depends on if I like remembered to do that. Your background map just set. All the cool kids have those. Maybe. I don't know. I do have a giant vinyl print of the Flat Earth map coming in. Because I live down the road from a place that makes like posters and shirts and stuff. So doing merch is really easy. I don't know why I haven't started doing that yet. And the main thing I wanted from them is 2 vinyl prints. One is like the artsy original like 1800s here's what the earth looks like map that's flat, and the other one is like the official here's what flat earthers say the earth looks like map. And I need one more than the other. I need the official one to actually use to like draw on and show the problems with it. And they printed the other one first, and then immediately after it comes out of the printer, the machine breaks. So they're waiting on someone to come and fix this machine they desperately need during the Christmas season, and it's because they made me a flat Earth map, and I haven't even paid them for the one they printed yet because I always said I'd wait until the other one was done, and that was taking ages. It was awful. It's just me as the plate ball turning blue. No, it's just the underside is blue. Sorry, it's white on the inside, blue on the outside. It's the exact opposite of me now. Originally, I came in here freezing, shivering. Shivered at one of them. And it warmed up because I was eating really hot rice and there was a lot of it. And now it's all cold. And as I eat it, I'm taking cold in, and now it's... There. God. Oh. How long have I been filming? How long has this stream gone on for? Why are 300 people watching this? That was just stupid. Why are you doing that? It's silly of you. Put real clothes on. These are the warmest things I have. This gown is so warm. I love it. I have spent 90% of the last decade of my life in a dressing gown of some kind. I people took pictures of me at 24-hour shops, in my dressing gown. It was a whole thing. This is just who I am. I'm sorry. Buy more clothes. I love my gown. I have a bunch of dressing gowns. It's fine. Buy a sweater. I do have a sweater. I have those two like cool nerd sweaters that are like grey and stuff. Getting a merino wool thermal because you're gonna be freezing it. I think I might do that. I currently have like set like outfits I wear when I'm in character, like the grey thing or the like blue suit. So I have to work around the fact that I have a costume that is cold. When I hit the record button on my camera, this thing triggers inside of me and I suddenly get a lot of energy. Like when a camera's rolling, I suddenly snap out of the weird coma that I exist in for most of my waking life, and I stop feeling the cold. Like while the stream's been going, it has not felt cold in here. Like I was shivering and then I hit stream, I was like, right, it was kind of incredible. Like I was a bit worried about this whole shoot I did today. I was worried about it. I was obsessing over how I looked, my hair, the lights, for hours. I was so worried. I went back in to eat something and relax for a bit, and calm down. I was so, and I was beginning to think maybe I should think about it if anxiety is real or something. And then I hit record, but I'm like, oh my god, I'm having a fucking blast. This is great. And it was just like, I don't know what it is. There's something inside of me that loves doing this and only really is alive when I am. And I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I'm having a nice time. I even, the part of it that's fun is I even enjoy on some level the part where it's fucking freezing in here, but it gets to be part of it. So it ceases to be my own experience that's negative and becomes the story of the negative experience, and that's the fun part of it. I'm one of those people who lives in who worked in a call center for a while, not because I desperately needed to get a job there and then. I had time to look for something that was better, but I started there immediately because a friend worked there and they could get me in because I wanted to know how bad it was, because I knew it wouldn't be good, and it was awful. I lasted there like 3 days. It was shit. I hated it so much, but I did it like to have felt it, almost, to have had that experience, because sometimes it's like worth having. And all of this is worth having. Sitting in this freezing room with lights, eating cold blue is like, I'm going to remember that I did this. I'm making memories here, people. It's fucking Jesus. Oh god, no. In addition to being very cold, the what's left of it is not the weakest. Like with a normal curry, it's whatever's left. So it's a slop and it's basically just rice. This is like it's concentrated down. So what's left of it is all of the blue that didn't go on anything is now going directly into your mouth without being saturated by anything. And you can almost feel something like trickling through you can like, you feel like you could look in a mirror and watch the blue go through your spread. Sega have made yet another bad Sonic product. I did, however, get more fun out of this than the last 5 Sonic games. I didn't play Sonic Mania though, because I don't like the Sonic games that it's like a throwback to, so it's lost on me. It's just not my thing. So yeah, you do you if you enjoy that stuff. And same thing, like if you enjoy the gameplay of Red Dead Redemption 2, awesome, cool. Like I see the appeal. I theoretically get it. I just don't care about or enjoy it. I'm not gonna say like that means it's bad. I just know enough that it's not for me that I know not to touch it, if that makes sense. It's like how I don't review food because I know I'm not a food person. I don't eat food, so it's like I mean, I'm reviewing food now, I guess, so fuck me. Oh, fuck me. It's so cold. Okay, there's like this like curve of, at some point, it went from you are experiencing the thing, and as now we've reached past the event horizon, and now I'm experiencing the effect of sitting down and taking a long time to eat all of a thing, and it go like all the negative parts of this experience are caused by me at this point. I'm just getting colder and colder. I can't even protect from the cold because I'm eating something that's freezing. The cold is inside me. Oh. I can't finish it. I'm not going to finish the rest of it. Here's how much I managed to get through. I made so much rice though. I made an uncomfortable amount of rice for a normal person to eat. Take 5 minutes and reheat it. Oh, that's a good idea too. Ooh, no. That's the rice selfie. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. I need to get the archives up, and I need to edit my video. I've got some stuff I need to do tonight, basically. Sorry, there probably won't be a proper stream tonight. I promise I'll make it up to you as soon as the archives are up, and I can finally play games again. I want to continue Dark Souls 3, and I want to continue Final Fantasy 8, but if I did it now, no one who had been there will know anything about it, and that was months ago, so I'm going to get them all up. So I'm going to do that instead tonight. What kind of hug me I'm scared is this? Aww. Keep us posted about the blue poop, please. I promise to keep you posted about the blue poop. Part of me's like, I should just not look in the bowl. I should just leave it. I should just flush it immediately and not find out, because I don't want to know. Because if that much of your poop is blue, if it made it all the way through the process and it's blue, then what is left in your body forever? You know? Do you want to know? Does it just move around in your body and then occasionally it dislodges, you know? So every now and then your poo's blue again because it's like, oh, some more. The time I ate Sonic finally came back out, you know? I've been waiting for this day, for the return of the Sonic poop. That's what I say every day when Sega release a new game. Just... that weird noise I just made that caused me to inhale a rice. So that it's in my lungs now. I just blew my lungs. Got to get my whole body pumped. Oh. At the start of the stream I looked really healthy, and now I look like I'm dead. Thank you all for watching. I love you. I'm Blue Dabba Dee. Dabba Da. Maybe I should have a sniff of vodka. That crystal skull is still full of the vodka that came with it. I do not drink very much. Fun enough, that was a gift from my mother. She had no idea that it was related to Ghostbusters at all, and neither did I. And I used it in a video about Ghostbusters, not knowing that it's made by Dan Aykroyd. And then, way later, I was like, oh, that's cool. I wish I'd planned that. That would have been fun. But I didn't. It looks like I did, though, so it's okay. Forever ending stream. Yeah, I'm just thanking in general. Now I'm doing the wrap-up thank you. All the previous thank yous were just regular thank yous. You know, because I'm just a happy guy. I love you. I love you all. We just by one day missed the anniversary of me making these videos, like, for a while, you know. Cultural Marxism video came out 3 years ago yesterday. And I regret all of them. I'm kidding. It's been excellent. So thank you all. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for sitting and experiencing this with me. It doesn't taste very good. It's not even a good collector's product because, like, yes, the box is quite funny. The box is very designed. It is very... This panel is the most bang for your buck you're getting. And it's funny, and it's a cool little box, and it's a fun... It'll be really funny that they did this Curry in 20 years when it's another weird thing Sega did to look back on. But to have this box in a pristine condition means you have not opened it to remove the what will very quickly congeal into a horrible smelling blue nightmare substance inside. So you can't even collect this and be like, look, I've got some of the Sonic Curries on my wall, because within a couple of months your wall will stink. So you can't even... It's pointless. So I've got 4 of these now. So I have a friend who works for Kotaku, so I'll ask them if they want to review the Sonic Curry, but they probably already have, you know. So there we go. That's my life. The Pocari Sweat's pretty good though. I highly recommend that. Check it out. I wish I could describe the taste, but it's just good. Try it. Oh, it's taken me a full day to finish this can of Pocari Sweat. Fit with the Mario breakfast cereal. I'm trying to think of what, like, collector thing from some obscure piece of branding is, like, actually really something I think is like, I want one of those. Because as a kid, I really liked... KFC did, like, a promotional deal for Pokemon where they came out with, like, a giant Pokeball, and inside was this, like, gold chip with, like, a face on it of a Pokemon. And I thought that was cool. I liked the giant Pokeball. I'd like one of those again. And they do come up on eBay, and they're pretty cheap because they make loads of them, and people just sell them. But, like, there isn't anything that's like, I want that thing. Because I just don't... Maybe it's the anti-capitalist in me, very small anti-capitalist, but I find the acquisition of products to be a very dehumanizing and empty experience that makes everything worse. And basically, like, no. But at the same time, it's like, I do... Like, the closest thing I have to a fun collector's thing is this, like, Luigi doll that I got in a charity shop for $2 Australian, and I brought it back on the plane with me, and I had a weird encounter with a flat earther on the plane, and that's what kind of set in motion the stuff for this video. I'm trying to think of, like, here's a promotional thing it'd be really fun to try and get a hold of. Like, maybe, like, I'd like to own a copy of Space Hulk, and not just one of the, like, video game versions, maybe, like one of the old ones, just to look at it. Or, like, I'd like to see what the original version, like, I'd like all of the Dungeon Dice Monsters physical ones. I'd like to, like, see them in person. I don't know. Is the new H1 video coming out? Yes, there is! We're on my set where I've filmed a bunch of it today. I'm going to film more tomorrow. I should stop stalling. It's freezing. I cannot eat any more of this. It's so cold, and it is just rice. The taste of a wet substance that you know is you're gonna see it again when you go to the bathroom. So, avoid another board game collecting route. Exactly. I don't want to actually collect board games. It's just like, what one like if I had to pick a thing to want that's a weird promotional or an object, what would it be? I'm trying to think of something, and the best there can be is like, I think Space Hulk is... So I can't do it, I'm sorry. I now own a thing that will one day be a collector's item, this Sonic Curry, that people will be talking about in 20 years when, you know, if society hasn't collapsed by then, and I already want rid of them, so, like, I don't know. That's life. To me, at least. God. In 20 years, some people are going to be like really nostalgic for like the Denny's Marvel Infinity War sandwich or something. If it's like a one-off promotional item. That's sad. Oh my god! I know, wait, I figured out what it is. When Star Wars The Phantom Menace came out when I was a small child, there was a weird plastic head of Jar Jar Binks, and he had a long fucking pink sticky tongue, and if you held it under a light, when you turned the light off, it would glow. It would glow in the dark. It was a glow-in-the-dark Jar Jar Binks toy with a weird sticky tongue, and it was the fucking coolest, weirdest thing. It came in a box of cereal or something, and it was just obscene and weird and like libidinal and Freudian, and it was the most important thing in my childhood life, and I bet they don't exist anymore. I bet like the glow in the darkness is worn off and the tongues have all rotted off. But like, God, to have like a pristine one of those would be pretty neat. But then I get bored of it immediately and realise how silly it is. But like remembering back on it, it's like that was such a weird fucking thing, you know. Anyway, what am I doing with my life? I need to stop. It's so cold that the idea of moving is worse. Oh God, people, yeah, like that's the thing. People. Someone wrote the Rick and Morty source. Like, people are nostalgic. People like talking about the Mulan thing, and the joke is that like the whole point of the fucking episode is that Rick is nostalgic for a stupid thing because it's stupid. It's like a criticism of him and of that kind of obsession. And then people were like, "No, McDonald's, give us the thing." And now in 20 years, 10 years, people are going to be nostalgic for a source that came out because of someone's nostalgia for a thing 10 years before. It's like, we built this horrible machine where everyone is nostalgic for itself, and anyway, I'm so cold and physically cold as well. Let's go. It'd be funny if I stood up and I was naked from the waist down, and then the stream just suddenly ended, wouldn't it? Just kidding, that'd be super weird. I'm gonna leave the curry in here in the cold, where it deserves to be, where it belongs. Hello, friend. Goodbye, friends. I love you all. I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. 'Cause that's all you're getting. Bye. I'm holding for it so it ends properly.